All right. I'm ready.
All right, so it's been a week since you guys first killed a person. How are you guys coping?
I'm I'm jumping out of planes.
Okay, he's getting that dopamine.
Why do you think I'm learning parachuting?
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
Donuts.
Okay, he's gaining weight.
You're eating donuts?
After making them.
Got it.
Turns out hot dog donuts not a good idea.
Are you like the sausage guy on YouTube?
Is that the one that had like the YouTube short where they made an extra sausage pizza and it was a sausage stuffed crust?
Oh no, you haven't seen it. Hold on.
YouTube doesn't exist. It's 1997.
He's sending me a VHS. He's rented from Blockbuster.
All right. He's rented a commercial from Blockbuster. Um. All right. So it's been a week, and let's say, what day did we end last week? It was Friday, I think,
Yeah, we
or Saturday.
stayed over there for a day.
Okay. So let's say it's about the next week after, so it's about Monday. So a week and a couple days after. You guys get a call from Agent Arnold from CLA. He wants to meet with you guys to talk about about your latest operation. He wants you guys to bring any information, papers, recovered items, anything you have pertaining that assignment, and you are to be debriefed. He gives you a location. It's in Atlanta, uh, and he gives you a code phrase to identify yourselves with when you knock. The code phrase is, when I was a child, I will remember a somewhat similar circumstance.
Did he? When did he want us
Yeah.
there?
He says anytime this afternoon.
I know we established this last week. Are we all in Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay. So it's just a trip through the city.
Yep.
Right. Uh, assuming this is a normal day for Roger, he will just hop in the car and drive to the meeting point. What kind of place is this meeting point at? Is it like an industrial area, some rundown area, businessy? What is it?
All right. So as you arrive, it seems to be a mini mall, like a strip mall,
Mhm.
and the specific address he gave you, it's a closed storefront with a back door, like a service door in the rear that you are supposed to knock on.
Okay. Once I
There
feel
is a few. Oh, actually, roll me. Give me 1 second. What were you gonna say?
I said once I feel like I'm in the right place, I'll head towards the door.
Okay. You head towards the door. Yeah, you do notice chalk markings on the door. You do not recognize them, but you do notice them.
I remember what markings? Or
Chalk.
recognize chop?
They are made with chalk. Yeah.
Chalk. Okay.
Yeah.
What what are they? What do they at least what do they look like?
It's. Let me see.
So are we with
No,
Roger?
you're not. You
No.
haven't said anything.
Oh,
So it kind of looks like a pentagram, but it's much more. It's not like the satanic pentagram. It's just a curvy pentagram ish.
So it's just a star.
I mean, I said it's a curvy pentagram. I wouldn't call a curvy pentagram a star. It is a star, but it's curvy.
Like
And
a
it
splat.
has kind of, yeah. And it has something in the middle, but you cannot see what it is. As it like it's very fuzzy when you try to focus on it.
Okay. I'll knock on the door. Was I told to knock and say it, or is it supposed to be in response to something?
You were told that phrase is gonna be used to identify yourself, so you don't know yet.
Okay.
From the inside you hear, yeah, who is it?
Does the voice sound familiar?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Oh. And I wasn't told. Whatever. I'll say the password, the passphrase.
Right. The door opens up.
Okay. I'll I'll enter.
All right. Inside there is a man. He's very tall. About 6 feet 7. Very like he's not very muscular. He's very thin.
Is it one
I
of the
think
thin
that one
ones
is
from XCOM?
lanky. Let me check that. Not quite. s- He's wearing a suit, yeah, and the room. Uh, I mean, you wanna know what the room looks like? Do you look around?
Yeah, I take a look at. I try to, how do I say it? I look around without craning my head back and forth. I'm kind of just taking it in. I've never seen this tall guy before, right?
No, you haven't.
Um, is he the only person in this room?
Yeah, he's the only one.
Okay. And the voice that was familiar to me, is that familiar as it was Alphonse's voice, or?
Uh, no, it sounds like the voice from you heard from the phone earlier.
Oh, that was a different agent then.
Yeah, it's
Or you said a different name.
Agent Arnold.
Arnold. There we go. But there's no one else here. Just him.
Yep.
Does it look like a abandoned storefront room? Like a. This is where they probably receive deliveries and stuff.
It's all painted black. There is lights in it, but the walls are all painted black. There is a few desks around. There's a bunch of chairs, and yeah, in one of the desks or tables, I should say, there is a bunch of Chinese food from what seems a nearby restaurant.
Gross. I'll take a look at the guy. Agent Arnold, I assume.
He nods at you.
All right then. May I take a seat anywhere?
Yeah, he just uh, makes a gesture with his hand, like giving you a go ahead.
I'll go take a seat.
Yep. He also goes to take a seat and tells you that they are gonna be waiting for the others. And he also takes one of the boxes of Chinese food and offers you one. Do you want some?
No, thank you.
All right. He opens it. You smell the aroma of Sichuan pork
Is that the weird
in
pink
the
pork?
room. Yes.
That's gross. Ugh. I could smell it myself. I know that smell.
Ginger beef is Canadian.
All right. And as you guys wait, you see him chow down on this box of food. Right. What are you doing, Haku, Morgan?
Going to the meeting place after picking up a pie.
All right.
Eating the pizza.
Oh, when you say pie, do you mean a pizza
Hell yeah, brother.
in the morning?
Always time for
Oh, yeah.
pizza.
Okay. Alright, you get there. You see the door. You see the weird inscription with chalk made on it. What do you do?
And go to the door closest to it after just mumbling about being real subtle with the chalk, and then knock on that door to Lior.
Alright. You knock. Uh, Someone asks from inside, who is it?
Give them the passphrase.
Okay. The door opens. Tall man inside, smiling at you. Come in.
Hey, hope I'm not the last one here. Brought some deluxe pies. Then just place them on the table and sit down.
Alright. Haku.
I switched up from the pizza. Now I have a Costco hot dog.
No, you got no, you got to bring Hawaiian pizza.
I have 5 Costco hot dogs. Because it was founded in Seattle.
That's the opposite side of the country.
I know. But it's already been 10 years. Well, 15, I think? Yeah, 15 years that Costco has been. I go to the meeting place.
Mm-hmm.
So, did I get the message through a phone call or was it a pager?
It was a phone call.
Oh, okay. I knock on the door.
Yeah, who is it?
I say my passphrase.
Yep, you're let in.
Can you believe it? After 15 years, the hot dogs are still $1.50. So am I the first one here?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Alright, take a seat, please.
Take a seat.
Alright, so he takes a seat across of you guys, and he takes from a nearby like desk, from one of the drawers, he takes a audio recorder, places it on one of the tables, turns it on, and he says to you guys, alright, I would like you guys to summarize your last assignment, and yeah, give me your perspectives.
I'll look to the other two. Anybody want to go first?
Yep. We got a call from a hospice saying that that a coma patient has gone up after 10 years. They've went on a rampage. And we went over there. We find out that the hospice and where this person got shot was 30 to 40 minutes away driving. I then look at the rest of my team. We also went to Walmart.
We got McDonald's.
The- I'll go, and you can go after. Names I forget. So we got a call from our handler Alphonse. He sent us to go investigate the death of a coma patient, a man named Lewis Sharp in Savannah. The patient was shot after an altercation with the police. And the interesting bit about it is that this man was in a coma for nearly 10 years, believed to be brain dead after an accident that he got into as a trucker. The first place we went to was Serenity Hospice, where Lewis Sharp was kept. My fellow investigator here, Agent Roland, uh, struck up conversation with one of the nurses or receptionists there. I don't remember her actual duty. They were adamant that people don't just get up and leave. At least one person was in the room. There was a cop there doing some questions, and they were getting about as much information as Roland got himself. Roland was taken to the room where the individual was kept, had a conversation with a man named Michael, and after that he looked around, saw nothing out of the ordinary except for the lack of a emergency alarm in the back door, and from there we went to go and investigate if there were cameras around somewhere, anywhere that we thought this Lewis Sharp man would have passed by. That was fruitless. Apparently the police had already been there and nobody saw anything. After that, I believe we went and spoke to the cops. We got some information from them about similar mishaps related to Lewis Sharp and his crimes. They seem to happen very regularly. We spoke with a perpetrator of one of these crimes, and he gave us a couple names, an Erica and a Michael. After that, we spoke with another perpetrator of one of these crimes. He too mentioned a Myco fellow. At this point in time, we didn't seem to remember his name. I wasn't there in the room when that name was given. We continued to do some investigating, went to a bar. They also saw someone, or heard of someone, I believe, named Michael, and we were headstrong in finding this Michael guy. Apparently, he, however, that kind of ran dry for a bit. Eventually, we made ourselves back to Serenity Hospice, asked for the employee names, and well, that's where we found Michael in the process of placing some clothes on a chair for what would have been his next instrument of destruction, or criminal activity at least. We had a small confrontation with him, drove him out to the middle of nowhere, called our handler to ask how they wanted us to handle the situation, and took Michael
We
to
all yell at him.
the green room, and yes, old yellered him. That's how things went as I remember them, and how I believe they to go. Because this man was capable of taking over people, I assume unconscious people, and live through them. He claimed it was because of a cult kidnapping, I believe.
And did he Did he say something more about this kidnapping? Was there more information about them?
It was very scarce. He said that they took him, and I don't think he mentioned anything else about them. I looked to the other two.
Nope. Nothing else. All we knew is he told us that he can control people who are in comas or unconscious.
I see. Did you guys try to get more information out of that?
Nope.
Okay.
The coroner mentioned there are markings on the brain, lesions of Lewis Sharp, and his muscles were still atrophied when he was brought in. So, as far as we know, he can something to do with the brain.
Okay. Okay. And you guys said you killed this dude, right?
Incorrect.
Okay. Were you told to do so?
Those were the instructions given us to by our handler, Alphonse.
Okay. Did any of you have any doubts about killing this guy at any point? As he asks this question, he actually starts looking at you guys more intently.
Orders are orders.
Job's a job.
Well, I did wonder why we were ordered to kill him when I'd figured someone would want to know where this power of his came from to seek it to the source. Might be more people like him out there. Or worse, people making more people like him out there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So is there any evidence that you guys collected on this case? Did you get rid of all the evidence of like what this guy was doing? Did you guys go through his things, go back to his apartment, collect, check if he had anything that would connect him to this? Anything like that? Did you clean up after yourselves?
As far as surveillance goes, any of that would have been none of that would have as far as we knew, there was no evidence that he was a part of anything, at least from the legal standpoint. We didn't go to his household. We sort of just ended things once we ended him. As far as anyone knows, he just disappeared.
So when or if someone reports him missing, Uh, if the police were to go to his house, would they find anything weird there? Did you guys check that out or no?
We did not.
Okay. Why not?
We got the order and we did the thing.
Did you guys not think about it?
Truthfully, it was midnight and I was tired, so
The question is in character though.
yeah, I know. The answer's out. Have we done? We haven't done anything similar to this though, right?
No.
Well, to be honest, we've never actually gotten to this point as agents. Most of what we've done were
Understandable.
transportations of things.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, that's understandable. I guess you're rookies after all. All right. What else is there? Hmm. Ah, yes, this guy. Toby Graham. Have you? What did you guys do with him?
Toby Graham?
Yeah.
That is not a name that I remember.
First time I've heard that name.
Uh, right. Okay.
Is trying to remember. Is that one of the drunks?
Yeah, that was Gibson, Collins, Wallace, and Bird.
Toby Graham. I guess not yet. Okay. All right. Have you guys ever seen something like this? He shows you a photograph. This a star with curves, kind of like you saw, like all three of you saw at the door.
Can't say that I have.
So you haven't.
Nope.
Okay. He looks at the. He looks
Like
at
a
Roland. Have you?
What about it?
Have you seen something like this?
Something like what?
Like this star?
Look at the star. What is the star?
Are you actually asking, or do
No,
you
in
not pay
character.
attention
In
to
character.
Okay. Okay. Guess you haven't seen it. What about you?
Nah.
I see. Okay.
It's like a sloppy one that you draw as a kid.
As a kid, you say. Why do you say that?
Kids draw all sorts of shapes. Some of them just happen to be, stars, and some happen to be pentagrams. It's kind of like kids drawing that one cool looking S. Which, by the way, is in fact the best letter, the cool S. Please, I swear to God, you guys have better seen it when you were kids, and this is
Yes, I've
actually
seen it.
OOC.
Yeah, I understand.
All right. So, the green room where you guys brought this guy. Do you remember when it was?
Can I remember that without having it put in my notes? Because I don't think there's specific directions.
Yes. Yeah, you can remember that.
Yes, it was this far away from this particular place.
Okay. And did you explore the green room, or did you just go in?
It was a quick in and
I
out.
know. I see. Have you thought about that green room after? Maybe dreamt about it, seen it somewhere else.
I raise an eyebrow. This sounds a little strange. No.
Should we have?
I see.
Put it behind me.
Have you guys seen this this car? He gives you a photograph of a car. From what? Actually, if you want details, you will have to roll for it.
I
Details?
will roll for it.
Of the car, yes. Of what you can see from that photograph.
What? Like, do I just roll a D100?
Yep.
I'll also roll for that. Just a luck check.
Uh,
What am I rolling?
Let's roll. Let's roll drive.
Drive.
They drive. All right, so the drivers recognize this as a Mazda 323, 1990. It is a very bright green color, but other than that, you don't really recognize anything else about it.
Nope, I don't recognize that car. Stands out quite a bit.
All right, all right. What about this man? He hands you all a photograph.
Take a look. What do I see?
Um, roll history and or computer science.
It's literally Hitler without his mustache.
Oh,
It actually is literally that.
wow.
Wait, are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
It's seriously Hitler without a mustache.
I don't know. This guy looks like he could have went to art school.
And I'm not even gonna bother to roll. It's a 10 and a fucking 0.
Do it anyway.
You know, it would have been poetic if that was like a 90.
No, it would have been poetic if it was an 88.
No, that would only work if my history was 14.
Well, it'd be both a critical failure and a certain couple letters.
Yeah, it'd be a critical racist.
All right. So
Hey,
roller.
I recognize
No.
this guy.
Roland recognized the guy.
What about him?
All right, all right. So, what do you know about his work?
Well, there's the Turing test.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Seems something to do with machines learning like humans. So what about it?
What else do you know about his work?
The only other things I can remember is them trying to apply it to robotics. Or is that someone else?
I see, I see. Okay. He takes the photograph from you. Um, do you guys remember the make of the firearm with which you killed that man a week ago?
Wait, so who? I think I shot him.
Yes, there was a my Colt 1911A1. Could have been at least one of them.
Okay, okay. On what color vehicle were you guys driving at the time?
I believe that was my car, so it should have been a black SUV.
Okay, okay. Do you know if anyone saw you guys living with the guy?
They had no cameras. No one was out there. And we took the emergency exit.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
even think the nurses cared. I don't even think the cop that was doing the final investigation was caring at all.
Unless people can see through walls
I
and
mean,
doors.
you have people that can take possession of
Okay, I'm talking about
bodies.
people at that place.
Yeah, people at that place can take possession of bodies. You never know.
Are you saying there's still someone out there doing these things?
Who can also see through walls of that place?
I mean, for all we know, there is a group of people that did something to that guy that made him able to do things. We don't know what else they did there. And that is pretty much the issue. We don't really know much.
So, should we start looking more into this?
All right, so do you guys remember where you staying in Washington?
Washington?
State or the city?
And
The-
that's a hotel.
I'd never been to a hotel called Washington.
We were in Savannah.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yes, yes, Savannah. No, not Washington yet. Yeah, yeah, you're right. This is in character, by the way.
Okay.
Those are a bit far away.
Yeah, we were. Well, I stayed at a Best Western
I
in
see, I see.
Savannah.
And I guess Washington is a western state.
Slept in my car until I found a Motel 6 to hang out at.
All right, and how is your injuries? How are your injuries doing?
Injuries. We never even got into a conflict. Well, we had to grab Michael and prevent him from running out the room when we confronted him, but it was a pretty peaceful investigation until the end there.
Right, no injuries. Okay, okay.
I think the only injuries you got was the Waffle House had no bacon. Unacceptable in this day and age.
All right. I think that should be it. Thank you very much for your cooperation, agents, and I wish you the best of luck in your next operations, I should say. And he will stand up, offer you guys boxes of Sichuan pork. Any of you want some of this?
I'll grab some. Put it on. Put it on one of the $1.50 hot dogs and I hand him one of the hot dogs.
He will take a hot dog and take any remaining boxes with him.
Does he leave the room?
Yeah, he leaves the room. What do you guys do?
I sit there, I'm like, huh. Handler, have we been in a situation like this before? Have we ever had like an in-person debriefing with someone from the program?
No.
It's strange. Yeah.
What do you do, Haku Morgan, when he leaves the room?
You know, why don't they try putting one of their hot dogs in one of their pizzas?
What do you do that has nothing to do with food?
Has everything to do with food.
What? Right. Well, gentlemen,
That was a tall guy, though.
he was very tall. Is
Very, very tall.
the strangest thing we've encountered aside from the whole Michael business. Interesting fellow. Notice he was asking us questions at Washington. Have any of you been to Washington?
No. Well, I did go to a field trip to Washington D.C.
Oh, of course I've been to DC. Been to Langley, but not
Yeah, you're one of
recently.
them. Yeah, you're. I mean, of course you are. You're kind of a glowy.
I don't believe that term has been created yet. I'm not sure what you mean.
It
Well,
hasn't.
I think the glowy term
Oh
picked
god
up
damn! It's
with
from 2017.
yeah,
Honestly, I thought it was older.
glow in the darks from what's his name?
Look, Terry A. Davis is still alive.
I mean, right now
He's probably not that great. I'm actually not sure what his time frame was, but regardless,
No, in 1996 is when he started going crazy.
But when we started getting videotapes of him, or recordings of him.
Yeah, that was 2017 apparently is when that came out.
Ah. Well, gentlemen, it's not like we're being given a job to do, so I'll open one of those boxes of pizza and see what kind of pizza do I see in these boxes.
Deluxe baby.
Uh, too fancy for me, gentlemen.
Well, you
Until
tell
next
me
time.
you tell me you're one of those Hawaiian kind of guys.
You disgust me. Don't even mention that in my face. Hawaiian pizzas and
I mean, I bet pool salesman here is in Hawaiian.
I'll make my way for the door.
Hell yeah. We should go grab a Hawaiian at the Pizza Hut.
Oh, now that disgusts me. Fucking Pizza Hut.
Ah, Pizza Hut. Nice pizza buffet.
They do make a good dessert pizza at least.
Did they have those back then? Pizza Hut specifically? I don't remember that. But I will leave.
Yeah, I remember them when I was a kid.
I think Mountain Lakes was mine that they had the buffet.
They turned mine into a fucking a Tim Hortons.
All right. So, what are you guys doing? Other than talking about pizza for some reason, every fucking time. For some reason, this devolves into food talk. Every group.
But
Because
you
of
don't
90s America, it's the most
you,
fucking boring period of the
you don't like
millennium.
the food analogies?
You know, I bet this guy would get upset if he didn't get his Szechuan sauce from McDonald's.
But I'm leaving. I scoff at the pizza. I say all that as I'm heading towards and hopefully out the door.
I'm gonna leave as well.
Same.
As you guys leave, you see a dark gray sedan just driving away from the parking lot.
Okay.
That must be tall guy's vehicle. Nice car.
What kind of car?
It's a dark gray sedan. If you roll me drive, you can probably pick up more. Okay.
Yep. I leave. Actually, I asked the guys where everyone's gonna be staying at, unless everyone's just going back home.
Well, we are technically home, right?
I don't know about you, but I don't live at a strip mall.
Right, it is a Ford Escort.
Ford Escort. I head back to my car.
Yeah.
Is it
I
an
guess
Escort
back.
GT?
No.
Man, what a fucking loser.
My car should be a Ford Explorer.
Yeah, more like Ford Exploder.
Get into my car, drive off. Did I notice any Is this parking lot busy?
Not really. There's one other car other than yours, guys, and the one that you left.
All right. And what kind of car is that car?
It's just an old truck, probably used for deliveries.
All right. Hop in my car, put in the keys, and drive off. Going wherever I need to be at this particular day.
I go over and drive over to the library to look up books on Alan Turing.
And I'll just go home.
Okay.
Maybe
You
play some
guys,
Warcraft 2 on my computer.
you guys do your things, and the day passes. It is now Tuesday. It is in the morning, about 11, and roll me at D100, all three of you.
Oh, we're fuckolad.
All right. Royer, you get a call.
I pick up.
Good morning, Alphonse here.
Agent Alphonse.
Yes. Wanted to ask something. Last week, did you guys leave the corpse at the greenhouse, at the green room, as asked?
Yes, we took him to the greenhouse and we got rid of him. They left things there as they were as we arrived, save for the body.
Correct. You made sure he was dead.
Yes, it was. I don't remember who else. I don't remember who unloaded their gun into him, but I put at least one bullet and someone dumped their mag, I believe.
Okay.
Shot through their head.
I could assure
He
you he
hands up.
was. Hello? Hmm. I try not to think too much about it, but I feel like something happened. Can I go find a newspaper?
Sure.
Can I look through it and see if there's any strange incidences mentioned in Savannah?
Sure. You come through the newspaper. There's nothing interesting.
Okay. All right.
About 20 minutes later, you get another call.
All right. I'll answer. Oh,
Alphonse here.
agent.
Yes.
Hung up quite promptly. Is there something I need to know?
Yes. We need to meet for a debriefing. As soon as possible. Probably midday today at the greenhouse, at the green room in Atlanta. He gives you an address. I will call your colleagues soon.
Okay. The address. Where is it?
It's different from yesterday.
Okay.
He calls Richard and Roland too. Gives you guys an address.
Okay.
Same address?
Pero
What?
Be right back.
Oh.
alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. I said midday. I assume it's sometime in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll head out about an hour before.
Okay.
And where am I driving to? What's this place like now?
It's an apartment building.
Right? Is there a gate?
Yeah.
I assume he gave us a number to call or something, like to get buzzed in, or
Yeah. You get busted in
Okay.
as soon as you like get there.
I'll head to the room. First floor, second floor, or ground floor, first
Yeah,
floor.
it's on the fourth floor.
Head on up. Does this look like a normal like kind of apartment building? Is it run down? Is it nice?
No, it's a decent one. It's not like run down. It's not like luxury either.
Standard.
Yeah.
Get to the door. I knock.
Yep. The door opens.
Have we ever met Alphonse before?
No.
Do I assume somebody answers the door? Does it just swing open?
Yeah. It's a man about 6 feet tall inside, wearing a suit.
I
Yes,
nod at
come
him.
in.
I enter.
Please take a seat. He like signs towards one of the chairs.
I'll take a seat.
Right? What are you guys doing? Richard, Roland.
What's up?
Heading to the place.
Okay.
Yep,
You head
I'm
there.
going over.
You head there, same thing. You get bust in, head to the fourth floor, knock on the door, get in, sit down. Alright, gentlemen. Got you here for a debriefing of what happened last week.
Did something
I
happen?
I look at him and I'm like, no Szechuan pork this time.
He looks at you, Sergeant Park? Question mark.
Oh, Szechuan pork.
And yeah, did something happen? We were called in by an agent Arnold to debrief about the situation in Savannah.
He looks at you confused.
Very tall man, 6.5 feet ish tall. Ate a lot. I don't know. He could gobble all that pork down. I can't even get past the scent of it.
Agent Arnold, you said?
Yes, Agent Arnold.
You know, why do I have a feeling we're about to learn that there is no Agent Arnold and something bad might be happening?
Can you describe him more in detail?
What a time to have a goldfish brain. Uh, I'll describe what Roger remembers.
Bay.
Alright. Roll me an intelligence check.
Uh,
Let's let the real brains of the operation have an attempt.
He was-
You
very tall.
you remember a silhouette of a man.
Can't say much else except for that.
Honestly, pretty close.
Was as
Yeah,
far away from mine.
Guess I'll
Did you
save this.
did you dump int and charisma?
I had no fucking choice.
Brother.
I think I
I
remember
failed to
him.
raise
Hold on.
charisma twice. You know, it must have been those Costco hot dogs just taking our memory away.
uh, uh, I kind of look at my team a bit flabbergasted and confused. Tall guy, met him in a abandoned shop at a strip mall. Had a
You mentioned
weird.
a pentagram to us,
Oh yeah, a pentagram.
and Petey will
I've
take
never
out a
seen it.
pad of paper and draw it.
Had that thing as I point to what PD's drawing on the door to the place. The room was painted all
Alright.
black.
When you try, can you roll me power when you try to draw this?
The 55% one.
Yeah, power.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
All right. As you're drawing this pentagram, to the best of your recollection, you feel very fatigued, almost to the point of passing out. You, however, endure and finish the drawing. Roll a 1d2. Lose that much sanity for this operation.
Done.
No, wait, lose that much power for this operation. You will get it back next operation.
Done.
Alphonse looks at your drawing very surprised that you can do that. Where did you learn that?
What a what?
Where did you learn how to do that?
He showed us a picture of the symbol and I just remembered what it looked like. It's just a pentagram. They're not really complicated.
You're not just drawing a pentagram, you're doing like the whole thing in the picture. But after a bit of thinking, he goes to make a call. He says, be right back, gonna make a call. And goes into another room.
Damn, we're getting fired.
I don't think this is the kind of job you get fired from, guys. Remember
Well,
what
I
we
mean,
did
you
to that
get
man back
fired.
in
It's
the woods?
I mean, it's a different type of fire, and it's just not the type he thinks.
I think we might have spoke to someone who wasn't particularly in our line of work.
Okay, but how would he know all our names, our association, our phone numbers, and we never used our real names or information anywhere. We paid for everything with cash.
And this apartment is normal, right? It's not
It's
blacked out.
normal.
There's no
Yep.
chalk drawings of funny things.
Yep, it looks very normal.
And none of you remember what he looked like.
He was tall.
Yes. We that I remember, but
I mean, I'm more trying to figure out how we got our phone numbers and to our association. And our names. Wonder if there's a mole in the organization.
how much do we know about Delta Green? Handler.
Let's see. So you guys know the mission, you guys know the structure. So you guys know that any cell that has a letter above you in the alphabet is basically your boss. But cell A is basically the bosses of everyone.
Mm.
And like you would be the bosses of like cell S, T, U, and the rest of them. And you know, there's something. You know, they have power, but you don't know how much. Only You know which other things might have power outside of that.
Hmm.
But you have an inkling that there is other things out there, other organizations too. Like if the US has one, other countries might have one, kind of thing. And there might be rogues somewhere.
Hmm.
All right. After a while, Alphonse comes back, and he looks at you guys, and he's like, "All right. So your new operation starting right now is to find this agent Arnold. He is the description you have given us matches one of our agents. The name doesn't match one of our agents, though. So you are to find him and communicate with us for further instructions.
Do we have any information to go off of?
I mean, you are the only ones to have met him.
Well, if
Agent Alphonse, I have a question.
Yes.
What's the significance of Alan Turing?
Huh?
Alan Turing. Agent Arnold was looking for this man.
I couldn't tell you.
well, if it's his vehicle, he was driving a gray Ford Escort.
Why do you have license plates?
Would we have gone the license plate?
Were you looking for them?
I mean, we saw the vehicle.
Were you looking for them?
At least we got that it was a gray Ford Escort.
Well, he did ask us about the operation involving Savannah.
He was also thinking that we were still in Washington.
All right. Also, any contact with the Delta Green is further. You are to sever further contact with Delta Green, except me, until further notice.
What if this guy tries to contact us again?
You can use that to try and capture him. However, no one else from Delta Green is to be contacted or to contact you.
Got it.
He did ask us about whether we saw that symbol, and then the man in the photo, which he calls Alan Turing, and a green car, which information I don't remember right now. You gave. Did you give us
There was-
the?
Well, hold on. I cut off Roger. There was also something about a Thomas or wait, they were asking for another name. You guys remember what it was? It's a name I've never heard of.
Thomas Gaines.
Games.
Alright, he did ask us about that. I think he was asking if we followed up with him. If we spoke to him or found him detail.
So were you guys asking any of this?
Yeah.
Alphonse has no idea about any of this. And he will take the drawing. I will be taking this. And be careful about drawing these things.
What's the significance of that thing?
This particular one is sealing spell, if you will.
Ceiling? Like a block?
Yes, a lock.
All right. Well,
What's it seal?
Whatever you put inside of it.
there was one on the door of the place we entered. What exactly does it mean to seal it, though? Does it mean no one else can get in, or is it something more magical?
Do you notice how this drawing differs from the photo you saw? And it points it at you, Richard. And you
Oh.
will notice a difference. When you see into the middle of the pentagram, you will notice it's fuzzy. When you saw into the photo, you didn't notice that fuzziness. That's why you could remember how to draw it.
Well, one was fuzzy and one wasn't. That's about it.
Yes. So what's inside the fuzziness is locked out.
Huh.
Will this have to do with the passphrase that we had to use to enter?
Probably not. This is a more esoteric kind
So,
of thing.
if this guy's a Delta Green agent, wouldn't you guys know where he is and his whereabouts?
It is not like we can keep track of everything on everyone. We do not have that kind of manpower.
How long has it been since the last op? It was a week, right? A week and 2 days?
Yeah, something like that. A week and a half by now.
Week and a half. Does any of this regard our last operation?
Uh,
He seemed to ask us about that, and then he asked all these other questions.
yes. So basically, we didn't find the body before, but there seems to be someone else in the know of this, since you were debriefed by someone else.
Hmm.
They know about the green room as well.
He did ask us about Michael and his personal belongings, his home.
And if anyone saw us,
He did ask us about Washington, but I don't know if he meant the state or the city.
Have you been, Win? Have you been to Washington recently? The state or the city?
Not the state.
or the city.
Been to Langley once or twice, but not recently.
I wouldn't know. Alright, agents, you have your orders. Do what you have to do.
Oh boy. Well, guys, we gotta find a giant needle in a giant haystack. Any ideas?
Well, I still got one of those takeout boxes that he had.
Was there anything particular on it? I had to end up looking for every Chinese restaurant in the area.
Well, it was a pretty good Sichuan pork, but
Yeah.
can I go back? I'm gonna go back to my car and check the takeout box that he had. Does it have like
It does have the name, yes.
the name of the restaurant?
Yep.
Okay, I am gonna go check the name of the restaurant.
Okay. You get the name of the restaurant?
Okay. I am gonna go with the guy. Tell him maybe we should all, stick together.
I guess first
Also,
things first to go find this restaurant.
yep. Let's go back and look for those yellow pages.
Pretty sure at this point in time, like any phone booth would have one hanging off of it.
Yeah.
So we go there, we ask about the order, make up some lie about a friend changing his phone number, try to find it from him.
That sounds a bit suspicious. But if we know where
I
the
mean,
place is, we can look for cameras. Maybe they might have seen his license plate, and then we could follow the car. And chances are it might be a rental.
Yep. Let's go.
Right. I'll go to my car and I'll wait for these guys if they're gonna come with me.
Oh, let's go.
And can we find this restaurant in the phone book?
Yeah. After about half an hour, you do find it.
All right. We'll go to the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
What is its name?
It doesn't really matter.
Foiled. Every GM's weakness. And he just yeeted it out of the way. We go to the place. What kind of place is this? Is it one of those strip mall type areas, or is it?
It's a no. It's a kind of decent Chinese restaurant. It is not a chain though. It is.
Is it a single restaurant? Single
Yeah.
family restaurant?
Yeah.
And what time of day did we meet with Arnold?
About 2 p.m. ish.
And what time is it now?
Right now, it should be about 1 ish, 1:30 ish.
Well, here's the place. Anybody have any ideas? You want to go forward with this, or?
Yeah. I'm gonna order some Sichuan pork.
Fucking disgusting.
Well, I'll let you take the reins.
Okay. I go over to the counter and I order Sichuan pork. I tell him one of our friends really like this. Think they came by today to order something.
Yes, many people like Sichuan pork.
Yeah, but this friend of ours, he just ordered so many boxes of it.
Many boxes. Yes, yes.
Do you remember? I think that was today because he was bragging about how much he loves this place.
Yes, people love our restaurant.
Okay, I am gonna go to the table and look around. Gonna call the guys over.
I will follow.
Same.
Does this place look like they have cameras by the register at the door?
Yeah. There is a couple cameras around.
So, what are you thinking, Roland?
Well, we can't really go onto them too hard, but got a newspaper around here. Actually, can't you use your FBI badge to get us into that camera room over there?
Hmm. I guess it's possible.
You can call yourself Special Agent Szechuan. You know, because you love it so much.
I'll cut him a glare. I can do it, but we gotta make sure that this was at least the place and the guy.
Well, actually, I do know what I got. This is a strip mall, right? In
No,
a strip mall? Oh, we're not in a strip
nope.
Now, what kind of restaurant is this exactly? Is there? Do we walk in, get greeted, and then shown to a table, or is it just like there's
Yes.
a counter there and we go sit wherever we want and pick up our food?
Uh,
It's half Taco Bell, half Chinese food.
no, no. So you get greeted, you get seated in a table, and then there, like you order from a waitress,
Okay.
and she brings you the food.
So,
And they have the like rotating tables and stuff.
rotating tables?
Yeah,
What, you've never
a
been to a
Chinese
Chinese
rotating.
restaurant?
No,
What the
cannot say that is familiar to me.
Huh. Well, they have rotating tables in Chinese restaurants to share the food.
Or to, spin someone.
Cannot say that is a thing I've ever seen.
Spin to win, baby.
How many people are in this restaurant right now? How many workers and uh patrons have we seen?
There's about 4 tables full of people.
There's a
Like
total of 69.
there's like 5 waiters around.
Mhm. And the waitress, have they taken our order?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait for that, and then I want to see what we get, and then I want to ask the
I mean,
waitress some
you will get
questions.
Szechuan pork. That's
Look like the same. I imagine the same stuff he was eating.
yeah,
That weird pink pork, right?
yeah,
All right.
with
Uh,
some sesame seeds.
excuse me, waitress.
Yeah.
My friend here already asked, but you do remember a man coming in here about a day ago, probably half an hour to an hour earlier than now, ordering an inordinate amount of Szechuan pork. Remember how many
Uh,
boxes he had?
she looks confused at the words you used.
Very tall guy. Order many pork.
Ah, yes, very tall guy. Yes, yes.
Very tall. Like I stand up and I put my hand like half a foot above my head. Very tall.
She nods. Yes, very tall.
Do you remember what he looked like?
Very tall, white guy, blonde hair.
Very tall, white, blonde. Eye color, I assume blue?
Green,
Green.
I think. Yes.
I see. Well, can I speak to you off to the side over here for a moment? Away from people. I have some questions for you. And I will pull out my FBI badge from my pocket.
Okay.
Yes, you see that man we're looking for? Uh, he is involved in an investigation, and we are trying our best to find him. He is, despite standing out, being very easy to see in a crowd, he is rather hard to find. We're just following his trail as of this moment. I see you have cameras here. Would it be possible for me to take a look at those?
You have to ask manager.
Can I speak to the manager?
Yes. I will call her. She calls the manager.
I will tell the manager the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also ask him if they remember him at all. If they saw him at all.
Yeah. The manager saw him. Was surprised at the big order of only Szechuan pork. But yeah, it was the first time they saw him yesterday, and the only time really.
Do you know
He
what
came
time
in,
he came in?
He came about like half an hour earlier than right now. About that time, and yeah, that's about it.
Do these cameras work? If would it be possible for me to take a look at the feed? If you have any recordings from yesterday?
We should have yesterday's recordings, yes.
May I see them?
Sure. They bring you to the back. There is a computer. They have like a bunch of videos in there. So which one do you want to see?
You said he
We
was here
have,
about half an hour earlier, correct?
Yes.
Any tapes you have from that time? Do you have any
Okay.
in the that face the parking lot? There's a parking lot, right? Or is it a
Yes.
curb?
It's a parking lot.
Anything showing the parking lot and showing inside where he may have been?
Yeah, we have parking lots 1, 2, and we have the entrance.
I'll see. I'd like to look at all of those, please.
Okay. I showed you the entrance about the same time as they told you.
Hmm.
You see the man you met.
What's the quality of these cameras? Can I get a good look at his face?
Yeah, it's decent enough to get a look at his face. You would recognize him as the man you saw.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's like HD, but I mean,
Yeah, I know.
it is what it is for time.
A good old 160p,
Yeah.
if any, on a VHS tape.
Yep.
And aside from him being very tall, does he have any particular mannerisms that can be spotted during this interaction?
Not really, no.
Okay. What about the parking lot tapes?
You see the car he was driving.
Mm-hmm. Is there? What do the plates say? Are they Georgia plates?
Yeah, they do look like Georgia plates.
Is it possible to make out what's on the plate though?
Uh, roll a luck check.
Yes.
Let's see. What does our Georgia plate look like?
I have no idea what a Georgia plate looks like in '97. Now they have like a white plate with like a peach on it. I think.
It's a white plate with an orange.
An orange.
Yes.
Peaches were Georgia's thing.
It's a peach.
Look, it's got some fucking fruit.
Yeah,
Been
Georgia
like 2
peach.
years since I've seen one.
Well, is it possible to see the license plate number? Is the most important part. Aside from it being a
Alright.
Georgia plate.
So you get the first 3 letters, and you get the first 2 numbers. You cannot recognize the last number because of the angle of the camera.
Okay.
What are they?
PEC 97.
I see. Would it be possible to? I'm not sure if they can actually do this here with their setup. Would it be possible to put this cut, or do you have a printer that could print out like a photo of this car and the guy?
Sorry, no printer.
Simon, what about the name and phone number?
What name and phone number?
I mean, if he ordered it, maybe he gave a name and number.
Did the man order ahead of time, or did he come here and order at the time?
No, he come here in order.
I see. Would it be alright if I take these tapes? I could always come back with a subpoena if I need to.
If you bring them back,
I think that's acceptable.
okay. They give you the tapes.
Okay. Let's see. No place on my
So I guess
sheet.
we're off to the DMV.
Uh, hmm. Possibly. Might be reasonable.
I've had
Actually,
to
yes.
use them before to find someone's info when they did a hit and run.
Have you? Sounds a little extra legal. I'm not actually sure if
No,
it's.
it is actually perfectly legal.
can you actually go to a DMV and just say, "Hey, this guy hit my car. Here's his license plate number"?
IRL, the DMV can actually run a plate thing. It's, obviously because of insurance.
Huh. Did not know that.
Like if someone does a hit and run and you remember it and like, you have proof and all that stuff, they'll look it up so you can actually do it. Or your insurance themselves will do it through basically a discovery.
Hmm. Would I know if I, as an FBI agent, be able to just go to a police station or a DMV and have them look up a license plate for me?
You can do it at the police station. You can put I think there's a thingy for that.
There's a thingy for that.
I don't remember the name of it. When you're looking for someone, APB, I think it is.
All points bulletin. Well, that would involve getting the police to stop them, I think. I just want to look up the person who has it.
That'd be the DMV.
If you just want to look up who owns it, then you can just go to the police station and show your badge, yeah.
All right. We'll head to the nearest police station after this. After, I assume, someone eats their Szechuan pork.
Oh,
I
he
stare
just keeps
back.
shoveling it.
I stare back and I eat it.
I'll thank the manager. I'll tell him I'll make sure to bring these back. And I will head to my car and wait for the other two to do so.
Well, I'll mosey on in.
And then head to the nearest police station.
Okay.
All right. I'll get there. Get out the car. I'm not sure if I bring these guys along, just because they're not FBI.
We'll just wait in the car.
And you're not a real lawyer either. It makes things difficult.
I graduated.
But did you pass the bar?
I mean, it wouldn't be a lawyer if he didn't pass the bar.
Yeah, absolutely past the bar. I'm just, pool supply salesman.
You know what? Yeah, you come with me, Roland. Just in case. I'm sure you know something about the law
I
if
guess
we need it.
I'll stay in and keep an eye out just in case I see a certain person or a sedan.
Go inside and I'll ask a cop to, hey, I need some driver records, and I'll show him my badge.
All right, agent.
Well, my badge has my real name on it, so I'm just gonna say Smith.
Okay.
And I had some difficulty finding the car itself. I'll tell him the make and the model. It was the gray Ford thing, and we have a plate number, but the last number is missing from what we could find. We were able to find them on some tapes at a restaurant, some surveillance camera tapes, but the last number, bad angle. And I'll give him what I got. It's the PEC 97 number. Would it be possible to look up the other 10 cars? All the 10 cars that would have this combination of numbers on them?
You said it was a Ford Escort.
Yes. Ford Escort
Well,
gray.
there's only one car that matches with those kind of numbers, so
Even better. You have any information on it?
it is a rental.
Do you know where it's which company owns that car as far as rentals go?
Give me 1 second. Which rentals operate in the US?
Enterprise is the only one
Enterprise
that I know.
budget.
Oh yeah, budget.
All right, let's go with budget.
Lovely.
Oh, and Hertz.
Oh yeah, that's another one. That's an old one too. Okay.
Enterprise is the green logo. Hertz is yellow.
Right. I'll thank the officer. We'll leave and we'll go look for the nearest budget rent a car.
All right.
Which I assume is another. Actually, just ask him. Does he know where the nearest budget rent a car is?
Yeah, they give you the direction. It's
Right, head
kind
on
of
out.
nearby. Mhm.
All right, guys. Doing some real detective work. Get to the budget. Walk right in to the office and see who's here to help me.
Okay, you get in. There's the lady at the front desk.
I'll walk up to her and excuse me, miss. And I'll show her my badge. I have some questions about a car that might have been rented here within the last week.
Mhm. Yes.
It's a. I keep forgetting the actual name.
Ford
Ford
Escort.
Escort.
Escort. I only know Explorer. It's a gray Ford Escort. I'll give her the license plate number.
Okay.
What is the license? What is the final digit?
The final digit is 3.
3. I need some information on the man who may have rented this and whether or not they brought it back. That's the most important part, actually.
Okay, let me check. Okay, it says it's rented to a Dale Meadows.
Gray Ford Escort rented to Dale Meadows.
Yes.
All right. And when you rent a car, do you have to give them your license and do they record that or take a photo of it or anything?
Are we talking IRL?
Yeah.
It has generally speaking, it is a credit card. It has to have the same name as the driver's license. If you're not from the country, you have to provide a passport.
Okay. And
There's no way to like fake your name on it kind of thing.
right.
They'll
And
usually ask like why you're renting it, where you're staying, what you're doing, etc.
okay, and to the handler, does any of that here? Does any of that apply here? I'll ask if like, do you have any? Do you have any more than just his name? Does uh, what did he rent with? I assume credit.
Yes, credit card and his license.
Did you see the license? Do you? Better question. Do you remember a man, very tall, taller than me, about by half a foot, blonde hair, green eyes? If you were working here yesterday, if anyone was working here yesterday, I'd like to ask them the same question.
I
Or better yet,
I mean,
when did he rent the car?
He probably didn't rent it at this office. They just know he rented it at budget.
Would you know which office he rented the car from?
Uh let's see. We have it at Kalamazoo, Illinois.
What?
Kalamazoo.
Rented in Kalamazoo. Where is that?
Is it Illinois? Illinois.
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 Kalamazoo. Illinois. Jesus fuck. Good thing I know geography. Guys, I don't know geography. Where's Illinois compared to Georgia?
Very
Uh,
north.
it's like 3 states north and 3 states left.
Wait, the plates are Georgia plates, though, right?
Are the plates Georgia plates?
Well, then how did the guy give me the number?
Oh yeah. Never mind. The plates are Georgia plates. I fucked up.
Okay, so it was
No,
probably
no, yeah.
driven.
It was rented in Georgia.
Okay. Well, it's possible to rent a car and drive it to another place where they would then send it back eventually.
That's like fucking U-Haul though.
No, they sometimes they'll actually just hire drivers to drive them back,
Yeah.
or you'll be expected to bring it back even if you are taking it out.
I do know, at least from the one time I had to rent a vehicle, they did also need like my address and stuff.
So, where was this car rented from then? If it was it actually from Kalamazoo?
No, it was rented in Savannah. Never mind.
Savannah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have the address of the specific office he rented this from?
Yes.
Great. Thank you for your time. Gentlemen, I'll make my way for the door.
Beers.
Right. We get in the car. I get in the car, and I'll turn to these two. So, it looks like we're going back to Savannah. I'm not sure Unless you guys have any ideas as to what more we can do here in Atlanta to look for him.
Not really sure.
Oh wait.
Well, we can check out the greenhouse, the green room we were at. He was very insistent on what we
Yeah.
did there.
Can I rewind a bit, handler? Can I ask her if the car is still rented out?
It is still rented out, yes.
Okay, good. Where was the green room in Savannah? It was out in the woods, right? It was a cabin.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
out in the woods.
Do they have a GPS tracking in this car?
No.
Doubt that would have been a thing then.
No, that was definitely a thing.
No, GPS was a thing. Budget? Question mark.
Rentals, I mean, rentals having GPS is definitely not uncommon. Precisely in case like a car is stolen or abandoned.
Yeah, but a GPS on a car in '97. I'm just not sure how common that would have even been.
Yeah, on a
Nowadays, sure.
Ford.
It started in '91 in cars.
Well, I'll look to these two. Are we going back to Savannah?
Yep.
I mean,
Where
what
are
would
you
be
the
fine
car?
there?
Well, not sure. But unless we can spot this guy walking around during the daytime, not much else we got to go off of.
I mean, we have his name.
That is true. We can. How would we look up Dale Meadows? Well, that's also assuming that's his real name. He could have had somebody else rent it for him. If it was rented in Savannah,
Have his name and his credit card, by the way.
and his credit card.
Yeah, which is why it would be hard for him to like fake it.
Well, the credit card could be in his name, or could have a name on it. It might not be his.
It has to match the driver's license.
Will they be able to look up the license at the place?
I mean, when you'd be able to like go to the police or something about it, or DMV in this case, and Bibba?
Oh, that's true. We'll go.
Special Agent Roger Smith.
Yeah, I'm not an actual FBI agent. Thank you. Never rented a car in my life. All right.
Dude, the one time I fucking rented a car, it was because someone rented me and was getting a new bumper. They gave me like a fucking Lincoln like MKX or something. It was like this massive, massive fucking crossover SUV. Horrible thing to drive.
The same thing happened to my aunt. She's a small person.
It was like a fucking boat. It was so hard to park it.
We'll go. We'll go. To the police station again. We'll ask them to verify this license.
Okay.
Get to the police station. Once again, I'll do my FBI thing. I'll ask him. So am I speaking to the same cop or a different cop?
It's the same at this time.
Cool. So hey, you really helped me out with that license plate lookup. The the person we're looking for in question rented this vehicle with a license and credit card. Would you be able to look these up for me? No. I'll give him the information.
Sure. He looks up the license plate. The photo is up. It looks like the guy.
It looks like the guy.
Looks like the guy.
What is his address?
Kalamazoo, Illinois.
I see. Let's see. Is what about his personal information? Like if any, his actual height and weight. His eye color is in fact green.
Yes. All matches.
What else is on a license? Date of birth.
Somewhere 62.
$1962.
And the officer tells you that there's actually he's been reported missing in Illinois.
He's been reporting missing for how long?
6 weeks ago.
6 weeks. I don't suppose it would be possible to look up any of his next of kin or phone numbers from this?
Well, it says he has a wife. We would have to call the Kalamazoo PD or sheriff office, see if they can get you that information.
Would you do that for me?
I can give you their number.
That works as well.
Okay. He gives you the number.
Got it. Trying to think what else I could ask this guy. All right. I'll just get back to my car then.
Okay.
Well, guys, our agent Arnold is, in fact, his real name, as far as we can tell, is Dale Meadows, and he lives in Illinois. He's been missing for 6 weeks.
And that's an awfully long time, so I guess I think we should probably report this back to Alphonse.
It might help us. Go ahead and do that. I guess our next best bet. Well, I also have the number to call his local sheriff where he was reported missing. See if I can't get any more information off of him. And I will be right back.
Oh no, Ibarra died.
Yeah, the goons don't have the mental capacity to detective job.
A what?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
A what?
Okay.
That's what I thought, bitch.
Quoi?
Okay, I'm back.
Long time no see. Almost forgot you were alive.
Did you do anything?
Fuck no.
Yes. We went to China.
China.
And we met a lovely man there named Ronald Trump.
They bought a LED sign in China.
All right. Well, one of you guys phone Alphonse and see if any of this information is used to him. I'll call the sheriff. And, get some information on our friend Dale Meadows. So I'll call the Kalamazoo PD.
Roll a 1d20 to see initiative, to see who calls first.
Got it. What do I roll?
You said 1d20.
Oh, you said 1d20? I heard something completely different. I'm like, what?
There are no flat elves
All
here.
right.
His attention is elsewhere.
All right, you call Kalamazoo PD first. Or is it the sheriff office? Let's see.
It could be
It is
either.
a county. It is county sheriff. Okay.
Right.
All right. Kalamazoo County Sheriff Office here.
Hi, this is a I'll get out the car after when I start calling. This is a FBI agent Simon Smith. I'm calling in regards to a missing persons.
Mm-hmm. What can we help you with?
We're looking for a man. Looking for information on a man named Dale Meadows. One of our recent investigations has led us to believe that he's been sighted in Atlanta, and we're calling to see if you have any information on any of the information on his disappearance.
Did you say he has been cited?
Yeah. Somebody with his profile has been reported here, and his credit card and license have been used to rent a car somewhere in Georgia.
All right. So let's see. 6'7", blonde, green eyes, right?
Yep, that's the description we've been given. That's the face we've seen on the license down here.
Okay. So what information do you need?
remember the information I needed to ask. Why am I so goldfish brained when I play this? Specifically this.
I guess presumably about why he went missing.
Um,
Oh, his wife.
yes. I'm told he has a wife, correct? Is she the one that reported him missing?
Yes, that's correct.
Did she give any details as to when he went missing, or
It was about 6 weeks ago, if I remember correctly.
did she mention anything else about his behavior, or whether he
Uh,
disappeared in the night? What it looked like an altercation might have happened somewhere? Does he have any place of employ? Does he have a
Uh,
job?
Give me 1 second. I will look for the report and I can give you all this information. Keep on the line first,
Yep.
please. After about 3-4 minutes, she comes back. All right. So it says the wife reported that her husband seemed much more hungrier than normal. He seemed to be in a unusual state, like agitated. He was not violent by any means, but he seemed to be very questioning. And
Questioning.
yes, like inquisitive about everything. She said he started asking very weird questions about stuff that she had no idea about. He started drawing on the walls, and one night he just took off.
Did any of his did he have a vehicle that went missing with him?
No. As far as we know, he left in a bus.
Like a Greyhound bus, or
Yes.
I don't know how those work.
You don't know how buses work?
Well, I mean, Greyhound buses are are for long trips. I'm not sure how you what the ticket buying process is like for that.
Well, for my knowledge, it's the government buys one and puts the homeless on them and sends them out west.
Yes, that's what Midwest states do to California.
Hey, we share something common.
So Kalamazoo to Chicago, there's a bus at like 3 a.m. It's like $30, and you just get to the bus stop and take buy a ticket and get on.
So is
That's
that
it.
$30 in today money or $30 in
That's
98,
probably 98
97?
money.
Damn, that's pricey.
I don't know, a few days of work. Actually, I don't know what the minimum wage is like in Illinois. Oh, yes. Do you have any information on
It's a
what his
rent state.
probably low? Yeah. Well, Illinois is a weird one.
Federal minimum.
Uh, do you have any information on what he used to do for work before he disappeared? Was there an investigation into his personal belongings or
Says right here he was an auto parts retailer. He worked at a Mazda dealership.
any investigation to the internet chat rooms or anything like that? I'm not sure if that's even a thing back then.
No, he has no computers or anything like that.
Did he take anything with him, or as far as the wife knows, he just left on a bus?
He just took off. Nothing important was taken with him, like other than clothes.
6 weeks. Do you know where that bus would have stopped at in Georgia?
I mean, the bus took him to Chicago, but
To Chicago.
from there, we don't know how he got to Georgia.
Always fucking Chicago with you Delta Green guys.
Well, if it helps, I always figured if I ever drove to the eastern U.S., Chicago's where I'd probably die.
Good old Chirac.
A good name.
Okay. Well, I think that's everything that you have. Well, thank you for your time. I might call back in the future, but as of right now, this is still need to find the guy. Thank you for your time. I'll
All right.
link up. I imagine Roland's making his call now.
Yep. I am gonna go call Agent Alphonse.
I goldfish too hard when I play Delta Green. Now I gotta think. Now I gotta think. There's
Okay.
obviously no
I
point in
call
going to.
into Agent
Well,
Alphonse.
maybe not obviously.
Yes. Did you find him?
We found more information about him.
But did you find him?
No, we have not found him yet.
All right. Call me when you do.
Okay. I look to Richard. Agent Alphonse is not much of a help. Did Roger come back?
Hasn't yet. He's still talking on the phone.
Imagine it was like a 5 or 10 minute conversation. Get off and I'll get back into the car. So
You know, just one thing. What if we asked the police to like alert us whenever the credit card got used?
that's the thing we
Might be
can
able to
do.
find him that way.
Roll me a 1d100. A luck check, Poppy.
Okay. Critical success.
All right. As you finish talking on the phone, as you get on the car, the officer you were talking to earlier, comes by the car and knocks on the window.
You look at him. I roll the window down. Yes, officer.
Yes, Agent Smith. We had to be on the lookout for the car you had me look for, and we had a patrol find it on a parking lot on a motel.
Tell. Is it nearby?
It is about It's about a 10 minutes drive.
Right. Tell your men try to not engage with him. We're gonna try and make contact ourselves and see if we can ask him any questions. Going forward, just in case, whether he's there or not, can you keep his can you what do you have to do to get somebody's credit card tracked like that?
Ask the bank.
Ask the bank. What credit card? Did it say what credit card the bank was through?
Probably not. Probably said it was a Visa, but I don't think it said bank.
Would the cops be able to look that up?
Probably not.
What about the FBI?
The FBI, yeah, they can look at the VIN number.
All right, we'll do that next. Time is of the essence, I think. I get the address from the cop, and he can point me in the direction, I assume.
Yep.
Right. I'll thank him. I'll shake his hand. Nice firm handshake between two law enforcers.
Mm-hmm.
And I will drive. I drive.
He drives.
You're a human being.
What the fuck?
But will we be a real hero? As you're driving, I'll tell these guys what the police on the phone told me. And the wife reported him hungry. The wife said that he was hungrier than normal, which is, well, we all saw how much he was eating. He seemed to be agitated, not in a violent way, but he just needed to know about things. Started asking his wife questions that she had no idea about. It could be that half the things he asked us weren't really in relation to anything that we've done. And then he also started drawing on walls. The cops think he took a bus to Chicago, and they don't know where he went from there.
Huh.
Wait, where is he originally from?
He's from Illinois. Kalamazoo.
Okay.
Maybe I should have brought one of those shitty deep dish pizzas. That seems like it might have been his thing.
Uh, that's a Chicago thing, not an Illinois thing.
Yeah, same shit.
Still yet to have a Chicago pizza. I say that both in and out of character.
They're kind of shit. I say that both in and out of character. Dude, they're legitimately terrible.
Still want one. Now a Detroit deep dish. That's a good pizza. And we'll talk about food for the drive, for the entire drive, just to trigger our handler here.
Yeah, there ain't no fucking lightning bolts striking us down from the heavens here.
Well, there could be worse things.
All right, roll me drive.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, get fucked.
Roll me a luck check.
Do we get sideswiped by a garbage truck?
All right, you make it to the motel.
All right. Do we see the gray car in the parking lot?
Yep, it's still there.
Is there a sign of police presence? Are there a patrol car off in the distance somewhere?
There's
Or
a patrol car like 2 blocks away.
okay. Uh, how do I want to do this? How do we want to do this, guys? If he's in there, we could come face to face with him. I believe Alphonse wanted us to call him before we do, but we have to actually find the man first.
Well, we know he's here somewhere.
And he knows all of our faces.
Where are we right now?
I assume we're like just outside the parking lot.
No,
Well-
I mean like the street, so I can tell Alphonse that we did find.
We have the address.
It's
I
60
will
Billy Bob.
I
Hold
will
on.
start calling.
Hold off on that. We don't know if he's actually still in there.
I will hold off on that.
We don't want to. We don't want to spook the spooks.
I mean, maybe we should ask so we can find out from Alphonse how he wants us to handle it.
What if we wait for him? Get visual contact, follow him to wherever he's going. Then we can make the call. Be sure that we know he's there. Unless
He knows,
one of
he
you
knows the
guys
vehicle though. He
does
knows
know
all
our
our
vehicles.
vehicles.
Unless one of you guys want to go in and ask if anyone's seen him enter. Or at least ask the front desk. And get his room number.
I think they'd be more willing to give that to you if you flash your badge.
True. Alright. Tell you what. I'll go
You know,
in.
they say in the comics, great power, great responsibility.
I'm the only FBI agent. Made a good choice. Alright. I'll get out the car. And the motel. Motels, those doors face outside towards the parking lot, correct?
Yes.
Do any of the windows have their curtains open?
Nope.
Okay, that's good for me. I'll hand Richard the keys to my car. And look, I'll call you if anyone's seen him enter. Once we can make sure he's here, go ahead and make the call and meet me. Then meet me in the lobby or the main office, and you make the call, and then call me back. All right. If we're to go and get him right now, just come and get me. If we're to not get him right
Got
now,
it.
just call me and I'll come back.
Got it.
He's a
Got it.
good guy. I don't know what he's capable of. There's something strange going on with him. And I'll get up. I'll get out the car, and I will go. I'll park the car closer to the office, but away from the parking lot and the windows.
Okay.
And I will make my way to the main office. I'll try to be very aware of extremely tall dudes who are blonde and green-eyed.
Okay.
Right. I get to the office.
Yep.
What do I see?
There's a man there.
Is
Just
he
behind the
blonde and
desk.
green-eyed?
No.
Good. I'll approach him. I'm like, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a man who may have been driving a gray car out there. And I'll pull out my badge.
I mean, gray car is very common.
Well, this man is not very common. He's about half a foot taller than me, blonde, green eyes. Sound familiar?
Ah. Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Room 203.
Room 203. Okay. Have you seen him recently? Do you know if he's up there right now?
Look. As long as you don't really mess up the room when you are trying to get him, it's all I ask. But he should be there right now. I haven't seen him leave in like 2 days or like at least day and a half.
Okay. Quick question. Does he often get food delivered here? Pizzas mostly, I assume?
Yes, a lot of Chinese food.
Chinese food. Has a delivery come recently? Do you know?
I think he got a bunch yesterday.
Do the deliveries come often, or is it all at once in great quantity?
Um, some days he has 2 or 3 deliveries. Some days he has one, but they are always at least 5 boxes.
I see. All right. Thank you. Just really, it's up to him as to whether or not the room gets messed up, but I will do my best to leave it in its best state. And I'll pull out my phone and I'll call Richard. Richard, the man in the office says he believes he's here. Go ahead and make the call and
Got
see
it.
how we're supposed to go forward.
Got it. Your turn. Make the call. He's here.
I called him last time. You call him now.
I'm on the phone with. I'm on the phone.
With who?
You know who? I can't be on the phone with 2 people at once. And I have a fucking pager. You have a phone.
Call Agent Alphonse.
Yes.
Agent, we found him.
Okay. Get him alive and move him to this green room. He gives you a direction, an address, and you note it down.
Yeah, I write down the.
Remember, alive.
Got it.
Looks like he's just writing an address down.
Right? What are our options? What are we supposed to be doing here?
Give me the phone.
He looks like he's gonna double phone and hand him the phone.
Hello, Richard.
Roger.
Ah, Roland. What did Alphonse say?
So we're half burned to a green room. Alive.
Okay. What time of day is it right now, Handler?
Should be about 4 p.m. Almost 5 p.m.
I will step outside and walk around the corner of the office. Or just walk around the corner, make sure I'm not inside any windows. And then I'll continue talking to Roland at the time. Well, if he's supposed to be brought in alive, we might come to blows. Do you two have anything on you that we can use to batter this man if we have to? As an FBI agent, handcuffs aren't really my thing.
Yeah, I've got a pair of brass knuckles. I'll just beat the shit out of him.
Wait, when was his last order?
The guy at the front desk says he orders food, a lot of food. But, in a particular amount of time, because I'm goldfish braining right now. And he says he hasn't left in
All
at least a
the
day and a
time.
half.
What if we drug his takeout food?
Do I remember when his last order was?
He said yesterday.
Yesterday. And how often did he order?
Every day.
Every day. He didn't mention a time of day, right?
Nope.
What can we put in this man's food to put him out? As I'm talking to Roland now. Since you brought it up.
Oh yeah. Hold on. We could probably spike his Szechuan pork chicken with lean.
We'd have to get a hold of the food.
Well, we're gonna have to actually hold on.
Look, let's just go
What's-
beat the shit out of him.
I still have that takeout box. If he always orders from the same place, probably make it from there.
He does order a lot of Chinese food, from what they say over here.
Got it.
We also have to deal with the fact that there are cops just down the street. I also don't know what's going on in that room.
Well, let's stake it out for the rest of the night. I have this takeout box right here still that they've given us. We can probably use this.
Right. I'll go speak to the cops and tell them that I'll handle this from here. Less loose ends.
I am gonna go concoct the best medication that makes someone fall asleep.
It's gonna cook.
I'm gonna cook. Okay, hold on. Do you want me to roll my pharmacy stat?
Are you actually gonna cook?
Yes, I am gonna cook
Alright, where are you getting the ingredients first?
from the Walgreens,
Alright, what are you buying?
buying tons of NyQuil, Kool-Aid,
Yeah, 'cause he
soy
won't notice
sauce.
that.
Alright, so what are you buying?
NyQuil.
What's that?
NyQuil. The 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 cough medication that puts you asleep.
Okay.
You can heat it up and get it crystallized.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna mix that with alcohol because if you don't mix that with alcohol, you get very sleepy.
Uh-huh.
Mix it with soy sauce.
Okay.
Then we wait.
He's making a
Actually,
devil
we'll-
Szechuan. I'm gonna go across the street or down the street. I'm gonna approach the cop car with my FBI badge. I assume, as a fellow white man, they're not gonna get spooked by this.
Nope, it's fine.
Okay. Um. Do they roll their windows down? Greet me?
Yep.
Excuse me, officers.
Yes, Agent.
Thank you for finding this car for me. By any chance, have you seen the driver at all, or was the car just parked here the entire time?
It's been parked here the entire time. Haven't seen anyone.
All right. Well, thank you again, and I'll be handling this from here.
Alright.
I'll walk a few steps away.
Be right back.
Right. All right, Roland. Tell me again how you plan on getting this into him.
We wait for their to-go driver. We tell him we got this man, and we tip the driver, and then we bring him the food that's been laced.
Okay. What if he doesn't accept it because he recognizes us?
I think he's gonna be watching that people. You just leave it at the door.
Just leave it at the door? Is COVID?
What's COVID?
Right. I'll let you cook. I'll see if this gets him. Just, try not to kill him.
We stake it out until we see the next to go catering coming by.
Oh,
Okay, and then what?
I know what. Instead, unless he leaves his room, one of you guys is wait by the stairs. We have his name. Although, if the delivery driver doesn't recognize us, we still have his name though. You can say, "Hey, delivery for Dale." Like, "Hey, I'm here for Dale. Is that our food?" And then we could
Okay,
just
and
take it
then
to him.
what?
Yeah, then we just take it to him. Then
Well,
we leave it at the
well,
door,
like,
like Roland said.
You guys never had NyQuil?
Well, it's not just NyQuil now.
Okay, you think he's not gonna notice his food reeking of booze and NyQuil?
And soy sauce.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to smell the booze and NyQuil more
look,
than the soy
it's
sauce.
Chinese food. It can smell as bad as it can, and it's not gonna matter.
Okay, but he's had food from this place. He knows what it should smell like.
But what if he doesn't care because he's always hungry? I told you guys that he's just always hungry, and we've seen it. He eats.
Look, what if we get him a Snickers? Because he's not himself without a Snickers.
Fuck.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Now, did the cops drive off?
Yeah.
Okay. What is this motel surrounded by? Is there a way around the back? It's on the corner. Is on the middle of the street.
It's on the corner.
Can I get behind it from the sidewalk? Is there an alleyway between it and the next building?
Sure, yeah.
Would I be able to see if there are windows or fire escapes?
There is a fire escape in the back, yeah.
If I look at it from the front and see room 203, and then look at it from the back, can I estimate where that window might be for 203, if there is one?
Yeah,
Is the window open or closed?
it's closed. I mean, from the back, it's just that small window that would be the bathroom window.
It's not something you can crawl out of?
Nope.
Even the one by the fire escape?
So for the back, this room doesn't have a fire escape.
Okay. There's one way in and out of his room.
Yes, it's the front.
Okay, how about this? We intercept the Chinese food. We knock on the door, since we'll know he'll be expecting Chinese food. He opens the door, and then we beat his ass.
Well, you could always do both. He only has one way out of this room. And either way, we have to enter that room. I already spoke to the guy in the main office. He said, do whatever, just don't mess the room up.
Okay, but do you really care if the room gets messed up? We were told to do a job, and I think that takes priority.
I don't care. I just care about getting the guy. Now, I might have my gun, maybe. But we had to take this guy down somehow. Unless we're all gonna just wail on him, or somehow convince us to come with us willingly.
Okay, fine. Blast his kneecaps out.
I don't want to have to shoot him. That makes people look at us funny, especially when I have been flashing my badge around town with my real name.
You should
Okay.
really get a badge with a fake name.
I should. You have a sordid history. Do you know any men that could forge a badge?
I ain't really into forgeries. None of my guys are. We're more into the delivery and shipment of various items and goods for various people and businesses.
I see. All right. We'll start with your plan, Roland. You get that, whatever it is, into his food, and I'll ask the guy at the front for a key. See if we can't just help ourselves into his house, into his place. Hopefully he doesn't have it deadbolted. And then, if push comes to shove, will you be able to? You think you could take him down, Richard?
Yeah, sure. I've seen bigger. You know, we once had this like 7'2" Belarusian guy.
7'2". They come in that
Yeah.
size.
Yeah, it was a real fucking giant of a man.
Now,
Dumber than a sack of bricks. He kept saying shit like suka, whatever the fuck that meant.
now, if no food comes, what do we do then? Do we just go forward with the getting into his room and beating him down?
Yep.
All right. Give me the keys.
I go.
And hands him keys. You know, worst case, maybe we could, make some chlorine gas.
In game at Twitch mods.
What?
Don't worry,
Oh,
none of us are Jewish.
that they didn't use chlorine. Mustard gases were World War One, you fuckers.
Well, yeah, but it's you can make that with pool supplies.
Yes, chlorine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chlorine goes in pools.
All right. I'll take the car and we'll park it closer to the. Actually, we'll park it in an. I don't know what this is. We'll park it nearby the office, and maybe back, maybe like 20ish feet. In a spot where we know a delivery driver might be coming from. I imagine we have a general idea where that will come from. Uh, I'll look to Roland.
Yeah.
Do you want to wait here for them to arrive, or are you gonna go somewhere else?
No, we're here.
Right. And we'll wait. How long do we want to wait for this guy? I
What time is it?
think it was like 4:30ish.
Give it like an hour and a half.
Right in time for dinner. All right. We engage stakeout mode. Roland did make
Right.
his ghetto GHB, right?
I'm guessing so.
Okay. His Chinese GHB. All right. We wait.
Okay. Roll me a luck check.
Ooh.
All right. Now Richard. Okay. Now Bobby.
Yes.
Wait,
All right.
where do you even roll the luck check?
It's on your sheet. It's at the top. It says roll luck.
I don't see it.
I'll give you a screenshot. That's a bad one. It's right at the top.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you guys wait for about 3 hours. Nothing. You guys wait for about hour and a half more. Nothing. Then you guys wait for about half an hour more. Nothing. It is about midnight, and nothing has happened.
Damn. Now I want some takeout.
I think it's time we go inside. We were only gonna wait an hour and a half, by the way.
Oh, you
Regardless.
were only gonna wait hour and a half?
I think that's what Morgan said, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Basically 6 p.m.
Okay, never mind. It's 7:30 then. You only waited hour and a half. No, nothing happened anyways.
Okay. How many cars are in the parking lot?
A bunch, but nothing much moved really.
Well, let's just see if the guy at the front will give me the key.
Okay.
And I'll tell the other two to get ready. We don't know what will happen.
Okay.
Right. Go to the main office and I'll see if the guy is it the same guy?
Yep.
Excuse me, sir. We spoke earlier.
Yeah, he's FBI agent.
Yes. Would it be possible for you to let us into his room? Do you have his key? It would be best if you just gave it to me.
Is he under arrest or something?
He is wanted in a missing persons case. It would be easier for us to just be able to enter his room without any confrontation, unless, of course, you want me to kick it down.
He doesn't make too much of a mess. He gives you the room, the key.
All right. I'll take the key. I'll signal to the guys.
Got it.
And we'll make our way to room 203.
Alright. You guys make it to room 203. You're
Are the lights
standing
on?
in the front door. There is some sort of light, but it is not the main ceiling light.
Like a lamp?
It might be either a lamp or the TV.
I check around to see if there's any. Well, before I even walk into the place, I check to see if there's that weird star.
Right? You check around and there doesn't seem to be a weird star. After
Okay.
about a minute or so of looking around, there doesn't seem to be anything.
I'll hand the key to Richard. Be quiet with it, and I'll pull my gun out.
Quietly stick the key in the lock. Quietly start to unlock the door. Quietly. Then quietly pull the key out. And then quietly turn the handle. And just try to gauge if it has the latch without really opening it too much to make it obvious. And then pray to
It's
God
not
that's not a
latched.
squeaky door. So we busting in or are we going sneaky peeky?
It's a motel room. What are you gonna sneak?
I mean, like we could either quietly open it
Us-
or we could just slam it open and get our asses in there.
It's, the latch isn't on. Swing it open. Don't slam it. I say in a whisper.
And I will do just that. And then steer clear from the opening just in case he's planning to let it bang.
Alright, you open the room, the door. The TV is on. There is the big guy is laying on the bed. He seems to be sleeping. What do you guys do?
You don't happen to have cuffs, do you?
No, just bash his head in. Don't kill him. I'll slowly approach with my gun pointed.
Alright, so you enter the room,
Yes.
Yeah.
all three of you.
At least two of us.
Yeah. Uh, actually,
Okay, so who is
yeah,
entering the room? Who isn't entering the room?
I'm entering the room.
Okay,
I'm entering.
Or I think we're all
Okay.
dead.
We're getting noir manned.
Morgan.
We're entering.
Okay. What are you doing now?
I check around to see if there's a rope or something.
There is no rope. As you are looking around, you notice the light of the TV and roll me willpower.
Which one's willpower?
On statistics.
Actually, no, roll me power.
Yeah.
Alright. For a second there, you seem to be. You feel like you are in the middle of the jungle. You hear a very loud roar and a stomp. And then you're back in the room.
Okay.
Right? Who else?
I have my gun trained on the big guy.
Okay.
And well, no guns, but just watching him as we creep in, not paying attention to anything else.
Okay. How close are you coming to him?
I want to say I'm
Uh,
6 feet.
Yeah, about that.
Okay.
I'll sort of wave to where I assume Richard is. Like wave him towards the guy.
Okay, and go towards him. When we were in the room with him, what hand was he holding his like fork in for his Szechuan?
Right.
Got it. And just waiting for the go signal now.
Sort of wave, like I'm waving my hand at the guy. Pantomiming like a fist to the head or something.
Yeah, we'll go for the double fisto to the heado. The good old double bonk.
Okay. As you approach the bed, the light of the TV reaches you. Roll power.
For all of us?
No. Richard.
Time for the Giga Chad to fail. Well, I'm just gonna fail. We all know it. Still just
All right.
Yeah.
You feel like you are in the jungle. There
I
is a
like
loud
George of the Jungle.
there is a loud roar. There is a stomp. The earth around you trembles. It is a tremor, kind of like an earthquake. You feel a hand touch your right shoulder.
Don't make a move. We don't want to see the Slender Man. Or Freddy Krueger.
You feel a voice enter your mind. Leave. And then you're back in the room.
Can I like motion for the TV and for like Roger to turn it off?
Why would you? Also, you lose one sanity from that experience.
Yuki did 43 now. Oh, I guess in that case, we were given the instruction, punch him. Ignore the spooky Freddy Krueger voice.
Yeah, I turn on the light and turn off the TV.
Do I see a pause in behavior when in Richard while I'm aiming at this guy?
For a second, he stands there, but then he just continues doing his thing. As you try to turn off the TV, Roger, or like Roland, the TV simply won't turn off.
I unplug it.
The light still comes from the TV.
I turn it around towards the wall.
All right. What are you guys doing now?
Did
Well-
Richard knock this guy into a deeper sleep? Does I sit there
I
with my
mean-
gun trained on him?
How do you know he wasn't on a deeper sleep already?
I don't know. Does he react at all to being hit?
No?
Did he get hit?
Yes?
I look at Richard and I look at the guy. I'll step forward and put my hand on him. Is he a corpse? Is he warm at all?
He's warm. He's breathing.
Did it look like there's a brass knuckle shaped bruise on his face?
There is now.
Okay. I'll look around. I'm like, why'd you do that with the TV? Look for something so we could find him, but there should be some sheets or blankets or something.
What do you mean? What did I do with the TV?
Why'd you turn the TV around? It doesn't matter. Just
Look,
guys-
the TV. Look. I'm pointing to it. I'm pointing to the power plug.
what? Alright,
Do you look at the TV?
is the TV?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
turned around.
Did you guys stop looking at the TV at some point?
Did they?
Yeah.
No, I've been moving the TV this whole time. It's a big ass
Okay.
TV. Oh, I can still see the screen flickering off and on.
Give me a second.
I would assume he'd be able to see the reflection of the light off the wall.
Getting noir manned. I'd like to let you guys know that our first op with Harmu, he TPK'd us to a bunch of willpower failures.
Based.
I typicate you because one of you started a fight that you didn't need to.
That is true. But the preceding encounter was we all fell unconscious because of failed willpower checks.
Yes. I mean, that's just unlucky.
I was incredibly unlucky. My first check was a critical failure.
All right. What are you guys doing now?
We're using sheets to bind his arms.
Okay.
We're hog tying him and then
You are binding the unconscious guy.
yeah, hog tying.
Okay. What
Oink
else?
oink.
All right.
Hog tying, I guess pull him out of the room.
I'll get the car and park it closer to the stairs.
Okay.
And I guess once we load him in there, has Roland let us know about the TV being fucking weird?
Yeah, Roland has been watching it. Is like, damn, that's a cool TV. Even if it's even if its plug's taken off, it's still powered on. So does Roland does so he's been well, Roland is kind of a nerd with supernatural shit like cryptids and stuff. How big is this TV?
It's one of those old, like, CRT, like 26 inches TVs.
I guess we should let Alphonse know we got him, and
I
probably should
call
let him about the
I
TV.
call Alphonse right now.
Roland, one thing though, I did hear sounded like it was in a jungle. Wait, was this something I would be able to like recall and tell?
Yeah, that would be something you can recall, yes.
Okay. I heard sounded like it was in a jungle and there were some roars and stomps and a voice said, "Go away" or "Turn around."
Wait, you also saw Jungle?
I think you should let Alphonse know. I think he might want something done with that TV now too.
Got it. I'm calling Alphonse. Ring 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 Alphonse, Agent Alphonse.
All right. We're gonna leave it here for now. We're gonna finish it this week. We're gonna finish this next week and continue with the next operation next week.
Got it.
This should take like a bit more because we're at the end of it, but I need to go.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
And actually no. 7 p.m. my time is the proper time, right?
Yes, 7 p.m. your time,
Okay.
which is I think 7 p.m. for everyone else too.
Yes.
All right. Also, I will need the bot, Bobby.
The VOD?
Yeah, for this one.
Yeah, it's it'll be up on YouTube.
All right.
All right.
All right, gamers. See you next week.
Peace.
See ya. Turn this off.